A woman gave us a beautiful testimony of how she got closer with her relationship with God and what she felt like God was telling her. The way she wrote it, and I hope I quote her right, was so beautiful. She said, I was struggling with my relationship with God, and I was struggling to hear his voice, and I just felt him say to me, how can you hear the teacher when you're sitting in the back of the class? Because he's saying, like, move up, like, come forward, like, come to the front, be ready to listen, be ready to want to learn, to want to hear, and to want to read from him. And just like that quote that she wrote was just so good.
Also, like, there's a form of denying yourself. You know, when he says, pick up your cross and follow me, there's a self that dies. There's a part of you that no longer could live. And you know, I'm glad we're talking about this. Maybe someone needs to hear it. Say you were living in the world, you didn't have God in your life. And then you invite God into your life, and then all of a sudden there's a whirlwind. Well, one, recognize that something different happened. That means that there is a living God that took hold of your life. But here's the problem. You're inviting God to be a part of your life while at the same time you're God of your life. So you're saying, God, what the heck? I invited you to help me with my job, and now I'm losing my job. Mm-hmm. Well, God's saying, well, that's not the position I wanted you in. Mm-hmm. So are you going to be the Lord of your life, or are you going to let me be the Lord of your life? I lost my job, but what I gained after that, I was in the same place where I looked up at God and I said, I thought you loved me. Why are you doing this to me? And I told my mom the other day that now I weep every time I pray, and I always say, God, forgive me for the times that I used to weep without faith of what you were doing. I had no business being sad. My problems that I thought I had before were nothing. But I was so consumed on what I needed, what my mission was, and what I need from God, that was the problem. As soon as I fully submitted and nailed myself to the cross and said, no, you're my God. You're my Lord. You tell me what we're doing. You say jump. My job is to ask you how high, not why are we jumping. And sometimes we might, as Christians, be in a place where we're like, you know what, God, I hate to break it to you, but I'd rather go back to the hole that I was in, where I prayed for you to come save me, rather than where you put me here. But the truth is that you feel hurt because you're holding on to the old life while he's pulling you, and there's a stretch and a tear in your body. That's why God says it's better for you to just be evil rather than be good and evil, because it's going to tear you to shreds. You cannot serve two masters.